Hi everybody, my name is V. I'm a Pilates instructor for Body Mind Life and I'm super excited to be part of this today. I'm going to take you through a 45-minute Pilates sequence. Pretty basic, very easy to follow. It's going to be right through, so just follow my lead. Good. We're going to start with standing at the end of your mat. Just going to start with a couple of stretches here. Just look up, stand tall, really pulling yourself out of your lower back. Open your arms up to the sky. Reach, a little bit of an extension through your lower back, and then fold those arms by your side, tuck your chin in, and then peel yourself slowly down. So vertebra by vertebra, try to keep your legs as straight as possible, and then come slowly all the way back up. So we're just gonna do this a few times here. We just call this a basic roll up, roll down in Pilates, and what we're doing is just mobilizing your spine, your body. Getting ready for some action. Good. You're gonna do one more. We're gonna stay down. We're gonna stretch those legs out a little bit, preparing for our lunges. So come all the way forward and down. Good. Get your fingertips onto the mat. Step your legs a little bit wider. And then just bring both of your hands over to your right leg. Sink into the left. Stretch out inner thigh. And over to the other side. And then feel free just to move around a little bit. Anything that feels good, loosen up those tight spots. Good. Then come all the way up, really open, stretch, deep breath in. Grab your right, left wrist and come into a big stretch. Scoop forward and around. All the way up. Change wrists. And go the other way. Good. We're gonna roll down one more time, but then we're gonna walk ourselves into a 4-point kneeling and gonna continue with our class. So just take your time, walk out nice and slow, drop your knees, and here we are. Good. So I've brought a couple of weights with me today. I know that due to COVID, things are a little bit limited at the moment. So if you don't have any equipment at home, I've been using water bottles or cans of beans, or just get creative. We've seen a lot throughout those 4 months. Perfect 4-point kneeling. Let's talk about this for a second. Knees are directly under your hips, so your nice straight line. Wrists slightly in front of your shoulder and your nice chest width apart. Now, we're just gonna go into a basic cat and cow stretch. Tuck your chin, tuck your bum, scoop that spine up towards the ceiling. Look between your knees. And then slowly moving the other way. So cat stretch is an exercise, a Pilates exercise. And what we're doing is flexing and extending your spine. So we're really working through that back, tight spots, still in preparation of what's to come. Good, we're doing one more time each way. So one extension and flexion. Then find neutral, so the place in between those two we call a neutral pelvis and spine. Going into a bit of thread the needle. So take your left arm out to the side, look at your hand, open up towards the ceiling. Thoracic rotation, so you should really get into those little tight spots there. And then bend your elbow, dive through, get your shoulder and your ear down onto the mat, push slightly forward, and all the way back out. Good. They always feel good with little stretches. Doing one more on the side and then we're just switching over to the other. Open up. Dive through. Perfect, great. Straight over to the other side. Right arm out. Look at your hand. Eye line always follows your hand. You might be able to open up on one side more than you are on the other. That's completely fine. We're all not completely in sync on both of sides of our bodies. Beautiful. I enjoy personally my right side more than my left. Go. One last time. And then we're gonna get into some abdominal action. Good. So, the next exercise is called a front support, and then they're going to take you into different variations of front support. So don't get too caught up about the names of the exercise. Just try to feel your body work. So toes are tucked in. And now instead of relaxing that spine's reflection and extension, we're trying to be really nice and lifted through your ribcage, but not doming up. So think about somebody is putting a hand between your shoulder blades and you just constantly try to push that hand slightly away. So you're not sinking in. I don't want to see that. That is a position nobody should work in. Tuck your toes in, lots of core, float your knees an inch off the mat and just hold it here. Eye line down, the back of your neck is constantly lifting and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2 and lower. Quick refresh, deep breath in and lift. Good, so you can stay here, that's your easy workout, or you start to shift slightly back. The further you shift back, the more action through your quad you're gonna feel. So if you come back and you come a little lower, you're gonna get a bit of intensity there. Shift forward, shift back. Let's do that another 8 and 7 and 6. Really nice and strong through those arms. Last 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2. Last 1 and lower the knees. Good job. Good. Just roll it out a little bit. We're gonna go one more time. This time we're doing little knee taps. So you're just lowering, quick contact with the mat and lift it back up. So, set your support, set your base, which is your shoulder girdle, rib tips connected. So you wanna think about, in Pilates you always wanna think about like you've got this big corset wrapping around your waist, so you're really tight through your abdominal waist and that stays like this. That's why we look so great in Pilates, because we're always working hard through the core. Lift up. Tap, lift, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Beautiful, good. We're going to go into a little bit of balance work. It's called opposite arm and leg, so left arm, right leg, and then same here. Different variations today. So, try not to step that knee under. You're staying in line with your right hand. Lift your left arm out, right leg, find your center, good. Hold it here for 10. Biceps beside your ear, nose is pointing down. Try to flex your foot so you feel the energy driving through your calf. Be here for another 4 and 3, last 2, lower for a moment. We're staying on the same side. Deep breath in, left arm, right leg. Reach and hold. This time we're lowering everything down. Tap your mat, quick contact. Lift up for 10. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Last 3, 2. Lift and fold in. Roll your shoulders out. One last time. Now we're gonna challenge our upper body a little bit more. So reach out. Now move arm and leg to the side. Center, side, center. So what we're trying to avoid is this. You're not waving your body wildly around. You're completely isolating your arm and your leg from your upper body, from your torso and your hip. For 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, and bring it down. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders out. Good. I'm gonna get you to come down onto your right forearm. Stay stabilized on the left arm and then just rotate slightly over to the camera. Now, you're just gonna lift that leg up. We're calling it a donkey kick. Bend your knee. And then think about you pulsing the ceiling away. Good. This is not a really good position, so always working really nice and stable through your shoulders, your neck, your eye line is for facing forward. And then you want to feel that glute working here. Lots of glute medium, glute max. Pulse it off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift, straighten that leg. Try to find a little bit more rotation in your hip. Point your toes to reach that leg forward and then flex to pull it back. Good, you're really pulling it back. Feel that little butt smile working. And forward and back. We're doing 10. And 9. And 8. It's a really slow burn right now. It's coming, it's coming. 7. And 6. Last 5. And 4. 3. 2. Counting to 10 is so long. Good. In line with your hip. Point those toes. Pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Pilates is always about the little pulses. Then make it extra juicy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Good. So, roll it out. I'll get you off your rest in a second. Just one more exercise. If your wrist gets really sore, you can always come into your fist, make it really strong. Good. A little bit of tricep work. So I would recommend you use a bit of a weight, otherwise it probably gets a bit boring for you boys. So right leg out if you can. Left arm up. Pull yourself towards the ceiling. Elbow is lifted. Bend your elbow and extend it back out. If you can, a little bit of coordination skill in. Start to bend your knee, bend your elbow at the same time. We're doing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Amazing. Good. Can come off your wrist, roll it out for a second, shake it up. Get like that. Good. And we're just gonna come into a tall kneeling and working through the front of our quads a little bit. Some call it a thigh stretch, some call it a hinge. Same exercise. You wanna feel the fire in your quads desperately. So when you say tall kneeling, your hip width apart, have a good stance, pull yourself over your knees and keep pushing forward through your hips. So you're in a straight line from your knee, hip, rib cage, shoulder, crown of head. This is a plank, basically a tall plank, and you're just moving that from the top of your knee. Use your weights if you can. If not, no hard feelings. I can't see you. Will not feel judged. As if you're hugging a big beach ball in front of you. Eye line front, deep breath in. And on your next exhale, start to bring your body back. Good. Try to feel that little twitchy, annoying sensation through your legs and then come all the way back up. Good. Do that again. Hinge back. Push the top of your feet into the mat. That's where you want to feel that body weight going. And back forward. And we're doing 8, 7. If it gets too much, you can just minimize your movement, of course. If you want to add on, you hinge back to reach and then come back to lower your arms. Good. We're going to hold it back there in 5 and 4. Last 3, 2. Hold it back there. And a little more. Try a little more. Try a little more. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ouch. Thank you. Back to your 4. Good. Now we're just going to repeat all these things we did on the other side. So we're sticking to right arm and left leg now. So, little cat-cow. Throw those hips around a bit. Good. Beautiful. So, we're reaching out, right arm, left leg behind you. Try to find height. And remember that the opposite armpit is your best friend here. That's your supporter. Good. And we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7. Watch your ribs. They don't drop. Stay lifted for 3 and 2 and return. Deep breath in. We're going back out. Reach. Now we lower and we lift for 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, and 3, last 2, and we're coming home. Good. Roll back for a moment. One last set here. Good. Then we're gonna go into our donkey kicks. So, reach out. Now remember to really challenge your torso and your hips in stability as you're moving your arm and leg out to the side. Beautiful. The further out you go, the more you're challenging yourself. If it is too unstable and too wobbly, just make it small. And 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and return. Beautiful. You guys just gonna turn to your back basically. I'm just turning around, doing the other side. So now you're gonna come down onto your left forearm. Keep the right arm straight. Lots of support, no shoulder brushing your ear. Good, turn slightly out, lift up. Good, lots of strength through your core. Tighten up that corset, that waistband, and then pulses up. There we go. 10. She loves a 10. Sometimes it's an 8. If you are lucky, it's an 8. Usually it's a 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift, reach it out, turn even further. Keep those toes pointed as you reach forward. Flex to pull back. Yay, and that gets twitchy there in the glutes. And 8. Try not to go break dancing, so you really just moving that leg out of it. Beautiful. Try to keep the leg as horizontal and parallel to the ceiling as you can. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Little pulses to finish. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Tricep. Doesn't love a bit of tricep. Roll it back. Reach your left arm leg out if you can. If not, focus on your arm. Focus on your tricep work. But if you can, a little bit of coordination skill would be very appreciated here. Good. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, and release. Good. A little bit of active recovery. We're gonna go into a bit of planking and piking. So all you're gonna do, pop yourself up into those hands, really nice and strong. One leg at a time steps back into your plank. Hold it. Deep breath in and lift those hips up. Really pulling out from under your armpits. Slowly roll back forward. And we do that again. Pike up. Catch your breath, get that heart rate down. Roll back forward. So try to move the whole body all the way back up. Now we're gonna stay lifted here for a second. Start to lift one heel very high and lower the other. We call it prances. Gives you a bit of stretching in your calves. At the same time, we're trying not to do that. So nice and stable through those hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Bend your knees a little and then just walk yourself all the way up. Good. Standing. What a joy after all that 4-point kneeling. All right. So I'm gonna do a bit of lunging. Who doesn't love that? Lunges are man's best friend, are women's too. Good. Left foot forward. We're all starting with the left, otherwise I'm getting confused. Right leg is stepping back. It's gonna look like this. We call it a 90-90 lunge. So both legs are gonna do a right angle shape, so you're not stepping too far out. Also, that the back heel, the right heel needs to be lifted as high as you can. If you're bringing this down, there's no way that you're gonna keep those hips square to the front. So you're gonna be turning like this. That's what we don't want. In Pilates, we always square. Right. I'm gonna combine this with a bicep curl. If you don't have any weights or any tuna cans, then just do it with your phantom arms. Good. Off we go. Bending both of your knees. Bending your elbows. Stand up, straight arms, straight legs. Try to really pull up every time. Pull the knee up nice and strong. And back down. Knees are always rather rolling out than rolling in. Watch those ligaments. We're doing 10, 9, 8, and 7, 6, 5. Try to keep looking forward, not down. Last 3. We're gonna hold it down there in 2. Hold it. Now, pulse those elbows up for 10, 9. So all I'm basically doing is distracting you from the pain you're feeling in your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand up. 2 more rounds. Come halfway back down. Take your arms out wide. 5, 4. Overhead row. Chest press. Overhead press, sorry. Reach. Stand up. One more time. Halfway down. Get those arms just in front of you. Big pulses through those legs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Hands framing your foot. And you're stepping back into a plank. Good. You boys are probably in a full plank for your push-ups. I am not. She will come to her knees, so feel free to join me on your knees. If your push-up is better on your knees, do it on your knees. Good. Feet up, knees down. Elbows wide, lower head and chest. Doing 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2. Push up, hold it here. Toes tucked in. We're back in our plank. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk up. That's the best part. Reach, take a deep breath in. You're gonna come all the way back down. Second set, push-ups. All the way out, beautiful. Step your hands a little wider than usual. Drop your knees, off we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Tuck your toes in. Now here it comes. Now you're gonna step your right leg forward. Take your dumbbells and come up into your lunge position. Ta-da! So now it's the right leg forward, left leg is back. Here we go. 90-90. This time we're gonna do a little bit of a roll instead of the bicep curl. Take your elbows nice and wide. Good. Palms in, palms out, whatever suits your shoulder joint more. Good. Doing 8. And 7. 6. 5. I'm gonna do 3 rounds of hold. In 4. In 3. 2. Hold it halfway. Elbows up. We pulse. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand up. Straight both legs. Feels good. Embrace the shake. That's where the magic happens. Come back down, hold it here, and we roll for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, come up, one last time. Come all the way down, here we go, big pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Frame your foot, step into your plank, hold your plank. We're doing a little side step, so just a little tap, tap, hold. Come down onto your hands if you're still holding your weights like me. Pike up, walk yourself to your feet, roll all the way up. You're doing that side step twice more. All the way down, plank it. Try to keep those hips nice and low. Lots of lats. Tap, 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 and tap. Pike up. Walk yourself up to your feet. Good. One more time. All the way forward. Roll down. Walk out. Perfect. Lots of strength here. Tap, 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 tap. And then come nice and slow all the way down onto your stomach. Good. This is where we're working our back extensors. So it is a little bit more space in your lower back if you separate your legs wider. If you are okay with legs together, go for it, like not too fussed about that. Now, hands beside your shoulder joint, ideally. If that is too much height in your lower back and you're too tight, that's completely fair. All you need to do is bring your hands further forward. That's gonna minimize that range of motion drastically. So, let's start with a nice big back extension first. Look down. Start to breathe in. Then start to lift your nose. Eyeline lifts. Throat. So basically all this effort is still coming just from my own body, from my spine, from my back. Not really using those hands just yet. Lift, lift, and then once you need that extra support, open up through your arms. Chest is open, shoulders pulling back. If you look like this, it's rubbish. Don't do it. That defeats the whole purpose of a back extension, all right? Come up, open the front. And then slowly all the way back down. Good. Couple more, because it feels so good. And this is me catching my breath and recovering. Good. One more time, lift all the way up. Hold it here, a little bit of neck and head stretch. Look over your left shoulder. Look up and around to your right. Let's do that again. Up and around. And then down. And then all the way forward. Good. You're gonna start nice and slow. As soon as something doesn't feel right in your lower back, the easiest modification is just to bend your knees and cross your ankles over. That's gonna give you some space here. I feel motivated. I'm gonna use a little weight here. So, if you have something to hold on to, have it in front of you and basically aiming for your forehead there. Good. My legs are nice and long. If you can, feel the energy driving through those legs, so you're not just giving them a rest. Now, from the back of your head, you start to slowly lift and then lift your arms and your chest. Now you're lowering yourself, but you're not touching the mat anymore. So you keep floating up and down. Try to lift from your mid-back and from your upper back. Don't crunch in the lower back. Lots of back extensors, latissimus dorsi, rhomboids, all the fun stuff. And 5, and 4, 3, 2, lift and just hold it here, really pulling those elbows out wide to the side for 5 and 4 and 3, 2, and release. Good. We're gonna go into cactus arms, so you're just taking them out wide, and then same thing here. You just slowly start to lift up, but now I want you to extra squeeze those elbows to your waist and then reach out and squeeze and reach. We're doing 5 and 4 and 3, last 2, last 1, arms nice and wide, pulse up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. We're gonna bend our knees. We're gonna go back into a little bit of leg work, so hamstrings and glutes. It's like a reverse frog press, we call it. And also, think about pulling your tailbone towards your knees. So you're finding a bit of a lift in your core rather than deflating. Good. You can support yourself with your arms. If you can work super hard and you want to get the little cherry on top, then just lift. Stay lifted. That gets a bit fatigued though. See how we go. Squeeze your heels together. Try to keep your feet, gotta check, are my feet flat to the ceiling? Yeah. Try to keep your feet flat to the ceiling and then lifting from your thighs, not just the knees. Lift and push that ceiling away. Yes, get all those beautiful little sit muscles for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Last 3, 2, push and hold, pulse your heels towards your bum for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and release. Good. We're gonna go back to that upper body work. So, forehead over your hands, back of hand, and then lift and lower. We're doing 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift, squeeze your elbows towards your waistband and reach and squeeze. We're doing 10, 9, you can speed it up a little bit, and 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, hold, T-shape, pulse up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull yourself into a nice big shelf stretch, just to open up through your lower back, moving your spine into the opposite direction. Yay. Anything that feels good in your stretches, don't get caught up too much about perfection. Good. Now, gonna lie down on our back, finish with a little bit of abdominal work, and then we stretch. Okay. Good. So, lie down on your back, legs just in front of you, hip width. Good. Fingertips to your temples. I'm not a big fan of cupping your head because most people just pull through their neck. We want you to lift from the front of your t-shirt as if somebody's pulling you forward. Good. Fingertips to your temples. Elbow nice and wide, but you still got them in your peripheral vision. Tuck your chin slightly in, lift up, look over your knees, lift one leg, lift the other, lower, lower, relax. And lift, come back down. All right, let's add on. Lift up, lift your legs, reach, reach, twice each side, and lower back down. Now you're gonna keep those legs up if you can. If you cannot, you go back to the previous exercise. Pretty straightforward. Lift up and then 1, 2, 2, and relax. One more time. Lift up. 1, 1. Hold it. Little crisscross. Bring your right elbow over to your left knee. Back to center. And switch. Try to get that back of your head down to your mat in between every rep. Good. And then, of course, you can go a little bit faster. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Last 3, 2. Last one, hold it here. And then the straight leg moves up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5. Is anybody else feeling that? Feeling the burn? Oh, feel the burn. Where was I? 3, 2. Last one. Stay lifted. Just move over to the other side and off we go for 10, 9, 8. I think the louder I get, the quicker it will pass, but it's not true. 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Last one. Hug your knees into your chest. Amen to that. Good. Just roll around on your back a little bit. Massage it out. Good. Then just grab behind your knees. Give it a bit of momentum. And then roll all the way up. Good. I'll take you through a mermaid stretch. I thought the boys are gonna love that. That is very, very super traditional Pilates. It's only used as a stretch anymore. It used to be a proper exercise, but we are too outdated because people are so fitness crazy these days. So the best way to do it, you bring your right shin parallel to your mat. And then your left leg nice and bent. In a perfect world, we would be all sitting equally on both of your sit bones. I'm slightly lifted. So we're all just human, just deal with it, okay? Then take your right hand, take it down to your right knee. Reach up first, create length, create space. Then flex over to your right side and bring that right elbow down onto the mat. Close your eyes and pretend you're really enjoying that. And lift over to the other side. It's a great stretch. One more time over to the other. Nice and tall. Reach. Stay for a few breaths. One more time over to the other side. Amazing. Change legs, change sides. You're so close. And we're like, no, she was so great with her push-up and now she's doing a mermaid stretch. Yes, I do. Good. Lift, length, and then flex. Lateral flexion. Who doesn't love that? Beautiful. Some of the ladies I'm training, they would say this is the best part of class, that little stretch in the end, right? That's the only reason they're coming. They can deal without push-ups. All right, over to the other side. Good. Cross your legs, stand up. Good. I did a bit of sweating. Clasp the hands in front of you. Scoop forward, really open through your shoulder blades. Pull towards the ground, then lift up, reach. Again, try to move through your spine as much as you can. All the back work. Take your arms wide to the side and behind you. Pull away, lift, dive forward. Roll tall. Take your right arm across your chest. Hold onto it, stretch your shoulder. got the neck going as well. Again, just stretching, guys. Whatever you want to add on here, go for it. Take your left arm over. Stretch. Roll it out. Take it down. Thank you all so much for joining me for some Pilates on our beloved mat with me, Yvi. Have an amazing time, and I hope you're gonna enjoy my second sequence as well. Thank you very much. All the best.